Hello, my name is Filippo Migliorisi. I'm from Milan, Italy. I'm an exchange student here at PACE. For the first 18 years of my life, I grew up seeing working class people, just like my father, wearing tailored suits on a daily basis. And ever since I arrived here in the US, I noticed that 6-7 people out of 10 would wear oversized or undersized suits for comfort and for financial reasons, as there's a high premium price on tailored suits. Just to give a quick overview of the market, so there are large companies such as Brooks Brothers, Loro Piana, and Vinzino Zegna who apply a 2,500, 3,490 euro, which is $4,100, and $1,200 on tailored suits. And traditional tailor shops also charge anywhere from between 2,000 to 10,000. This could increase varying on fabrics and time used. So in order to differentiate from the competition, I decided to apply a $700 starting fee for all the templates. So I designed two pages of my website, the templates and the personalized page. I'll get to the personalized page right after. As you can see here, I have 4 different templates: the wedding suit, semi-formal, formal, and casual. All are different as they have different colors. For example, the wedding has white, which others don't have. Semi-formal has Ciliegia red, no formal has flint gray, and casual has chill blue. In addition to these templates, I deduced that the most common materials used were cotton, linen, and wool. Second page was a personalized page. So if someone were to assume that a user were to choose the casual template, they would then move on to choose the fabric, choose the color, insert the upper body measurements, the lower body measurements, and subsequently the additional features. These 2 additional features were added later on in the semester after undergoing market research: the inner pocket text and choosing the number of buttons on the sleeves. So the first aspect which I tested in the market was to implement a special plastic-like mold to customers, which would facilitate the tailor's job and give more concise measurements. So in order for this to work, the user would receive the mold, apply the mold, get the measurements, and then send the mold back to the production team. However, this did not turn out to be successful, as 83% deemed it unconventional. They said it was time inefficient, as previously said, the process took too much time, and as well complicated. Many didn't know how to apply the plastic mold. However, 17% were willing to try out this new innovative measuring process. However, only if there wouldn't be any extra time added to the entire process. So moving on to the second, this was pretty much the core of my experiment, in which I offered small details, as I said before: name inscribed in the inner pocket and choosing the modern buttons will attract more additional customers. So out of 44 customers, potential customers interviewed, 72% pointed out that this feature would make them stand out. It would increase value to their suit, as tailored suits has small details which make them stand out. And again, they said that it was correlated with high quality. So the final hypothesis which I tested out was that to concentrate on selling this service to existing tailors, so pivoting into creating a business-to-business model. This was interesting, as 54% said they were in favor of the service. They said this would help them out in reducing costs and minimizing time. The major costs a tailor endure nowadays is actually assembling a suit, and the time as well, the time lost in assembling the suit. In that time they could assist other people and take measurements for other people. Again, on the other hand, 14% deemed it unconventional. They were against the idea. They did not like the idea to the fact that they thought it was disruptive. They deemed that their work was exclusive. They were in love with their work, and it took away the main purpose of their profession. So what I found from the market is that if I were to redo this experiment again. I would concentrate on B2B. I would target tailors, as I was only able to interview 7 out of 11, which I tried. I interviewed them in the East Village and Union Square area. And yes, by targeting tailors, I would access their already existing customer base, giving me the potential to achieve potential customers in bulk instead of individuals and one-time users. And then the reason for which I would use partners in this business is that they would apply their measurements, send the measurements, put the measurement on the website, and then get the final product in their hands or to give it to the consumer. And last but not least, I would offer other fabrics. I would try out a fabric called vicuña. Vicuña is one of the most expensive fabrics in the world. A suit approximately costs $50,000 with that fabric. However, I thought that maybe this fabric would attract a different type of customer, high-end customers with higher purchasing power.